I wanted to add a few things. I just watched my video and it made me think of a few things. Um, one of the um, benefits of the ticketing system is that it definitely incentivizes chores and reading, of course. That's kind of obvious, but I'll just give an example. My son is probably the one, well, my oldest son is probably the one who struggles the most to keep up the amount of time that he wants and needs. He, is he enjoys gaming and he enjoys movies and all that kind of stuff. So he's the one who uses up his time most quickly. He likes having his friends over and they're all of them playing games. So there have been times where, for one reason or another, because our weeks have been crazy, they will go through a day not having done their chores or a few days not having done their chores, and they end up at the end of the week with like 2 hours of time. And it's so frustrating. So we'll get into some negotiating terms of if you go do all of your chores that you missed this week, some of them can't be redone because it's like make your bed every day. I mean, you can only do it once. You don't go on make your bed and make it 5 times to earn that ticket. Anyway, we try to get away from that kind of attitude, but like taking care of a bunch of chores that they missed, we'll negotiate on that. How many tickets can I earn if I do all the chores that I missed this week? Some weeks I don't let them do that at all, but it just is situational. But, and it's kind of cute. They're friends who come over wanting to play a video game. They'll often be like, I'll help you do your chores. So they'll all be running around, taking trash out or helping put laundry down the laundry chute and things like that. So, it's pretty fun. And I have to say that a few of the kids who have been over here and doing that, they will say themselves, I want my parents to do the ticket system. So I don't know what it is. I don't know if they just want to earn tickets or because they want to be able to earn time and be able to say, okay, I'm using time that I earned. I have no idea, but several of the kids have said that. So that's and Weston will also, he's my oldest son, will also, when he's really trying to build up time on a weekend where he hasn't earned that much this week, he'll go somewhere for a couple hours and read to build up that time. Then he's like, done, and runs down and plays for a couple hours. So the example I gave of him raking in 12 hours, that was a really rare situation. He just went bam, bam, bam through those. That's not frequent. The more frequent is to get to the end of the week and have 5 hours worth of screen time and, maybe a few more depending on the reading that week. So, and then I also wanted to add that we use a very similar system for earning money. So I have red tickets for time, and then I have white tickets for money. And tickets are all kinds of colors, so you can make them whatever you want. But and the money one, it's another quarter hour thing. So each ticket stands for 25 cents. And then I have a list of jobs that they can do. So we have chores. Chores are just things that are expected of you because you live in the household. You help make the mess. You got to help clean it up. That's one thing. And then there's jobs that you get paid to do. That's how we have it divided in our house. So honestly, most of them are not yet at the stage where money incentivizes them very much. So there's not a whole lot of jobs that get done except for the ones that are assigned to them on a certain day. So on Thursdays in our household is the day that they actually are assigned jobs and jobs that they are paid for in tickets. And so, for example, Jovi, who is my 7-year-old, one of her jobs is to refill the napkin basket that we have that holds her napkins. And that's really simple. And she earns 1 ticket for it. And so that's 25 cents. And one of my pieces of advice for that is reward them with more than what you think the job is worth, because it has to be generous in order to motivate them. So, for example, I don't think the napkin basket job is worth more than 10 cents, but I pay her 25 cents for it. And so everything, I kind of figured out for myself, what really does this deserve? And then I doubled it because I wanted it to be incentive enough for them to look at that job and go, oh, yeah, I could do that. That's not a big deal. So another example of a job is I have Weston go around and wipe down all the doorknobs with a Clorox wipe, which is really handy for how many of us are in house and how much sickness we have going around. It's really handy to have that done. So I think I pay him $2 for that because I was like, that's a dollar job, but I'll give them $2 for it. So anyway, it helps because we don't usually keep cash around. We don't have abundance of cash, so the tickets build up, and then at a certain time, I will go get cash out of the bank and then pay them, for their tickets. And usually, that's not very frequent that we do that because we just don't have the chance to do that very much. But when that happens is almost always when one of them finds something that they really want to buy, and then they're like, how many tickets do I have? I want to count and see how much I've earned. So we don't actually have to, and it also helps in the fact that if you're like us and you don't just keep cash around to pay out in terms of an allowance, it helps you to avoid the struggle and frustration of having to deal with allowances without money around. So that's another way that we use tickets. I'm trying to think if there's any other keys to that. The kids have like pre-sliced these things into batches of 4 for both the time and for the money. But I do like the way that using these tickets brings together time and money, because we all know that time is money, and so they get the idea that you don't want to waste them, and it can be taken away, and nobody wants that. So it's a system that has worked well, and once again, I hope it helps you. Thank you.